What's good, Commanders fans? I am your host, Jack Sperry, and this is the Commanders Report. On today's show, I'm going to be breaking down my list of the top 5 contract extension candidates for your Washington Commanders. There's quite a few of the Commanders players set to be free agents in 2024. I'm going to be giving you 5 names of guys the Commanders can potentially sign to an extension here during 2023. But first, go ahead and share this video to help us grow here at the Commanders Report. The way you do that is you click the share button below this video here on YouTube. You select the Twitter icon, you click post to Twitter, and then here's the important part, so I know that you did this. You got to tag me at Jack_Sperry, and if you do so, I will give you a retweet. Really do appreciate all the support. All right, now let's get into this discussion here, where right now the Commanders have about $83.15 million still available in 2024 cap space, which means that they have some room to make some extensions here. Now, there's quite a few big-name players on this roster set to be free agents in 2024. Here are my top 5 Commanders that could be extended at some point during the 2023 season. Number 5 on my list, Curtis Samuel, slot wide receiver, kind of gadget player. They put him in the backfield at times. Can do a lot of things for you offensively, and he had a pretty decent season last year. 64 receptions, 656 yards receiving, had even more as a running back last year. And I think that even with Brian Robinson Jr. fully healthy this year, Antonio Gibson in the mix, Chris Rodriguez Jr., of course, entering the running back room this year, I think Curtis Samuel is still going to have that gadget-type role in this offense where he's getting a couple carries per game. He's definitely a weapon on jet sweeps and stuff like that. And then as a receiver, he is definitely one of the more underrated, shifty slot wide receivers in the league today. Now, will the Commanders give him that money, give him the bag here to be a long-term option here? I don't think so. I think they want to save that future cash for guys like Terry McLaurin, Jahan Dotson, who's going to be coming up here in a couple of years. And Curtis Samuel, he's great for what he is right now, but he's not a true number 1 weapon or anything like that. He's a nice weapon to have at your disposal if you're Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator, but I don't think an extension is going to necessarily get done unless Samuel is willing to take quite a bit of a pay cut as opposed to the guys that are getting paid around the NFL right now. So who is your guy that you want the Commanders to extend this offseason or going on into the season? Which Commanders player needs to get extended, in your opinion, before the start of the 2024 free agency period? Let me know in the comment section. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show. So here's what's going to happen. YouTube's going to throw you an ad break here in just a couple of seconds. Take advantage of that time by answering today's pinned question. All right, now we're moving on into number 4 right here, which is cornerback Kendall Fuller. Now, Fuller had a fantastic season for the Washington Commanders in 2023. He's not the most athletic guy out there. He's not the biggest guy at 5'11", 198 pounds, but he is a perfect fit, very instinctual player, and that's exactly what you need to be in Jack Del Rio's off-zone coverage style of defense. He's a great fit, had 3 interceptions last year, was second on the team in that regard. I think he's going into the season as the number 1 cornerback on this defense, with Emmanuel Forbes looking to take that spot by year's end. Of course, you got Jartavius Martin there as your nickel slot kind of guy in there. But overall, I think that because Emmanuel Forbes is moving into that number 1 territory, or at least he will be towards the end of the season, I think Fuller's return to the team in 2024 is going to be dependent on his asking price. I think he's going to have to be paid like a number 2 cornerback instead of a number 1 cornerback, because Emmanuel Forbes is going to be coming up here in the next couple of years, and you don't want to be paying your number 2 guy number 1 money. So go ahead right now and join the family here at Commanders Report. We are doing a great job at building our subscriber base here over the last couple of months. We've done a great job. Thank you guys so much for your support. If you want wall-to-wall coverage daily here on the Commanders Report, we got you covered here on the Burgundy and Gold. So go ahead, click that subscribe button, and then turn on your notifications as well so you always know when we put out our free videos. Number 3 on my list of extension candidates here is Chase Young. Now, maybe this is a little bit low on the list for some of you. Some of you, I know, really want to have Chase Young sign a massive extension. But here's the truth, okay? Chase Young has just not been productive over the last couple of years. Even before he tore his ACL in 2021, he was not productive, only a sack and a half before he got injured that season which was definitely underwhelming, giving a 7.5 sack performance in his rookie season, leading to a Defensive Rookie of the Year award. Now, this year is definitely going to have to be the year for him to have a breakout if he wants to stay on the team. You're paying Jonathan Allen a ton of money, Daron Payne a ton of money after he got extended this year. And then it's looking like another guy on this list coming up here in a little bit is about to get an extension as well. So he's really going to have to turn on the Jets here in 2023 if he wants to remain a Commander for life. So do you think that Chase Young is going to have that breakout season this year? Let me know down in the comments by giving me a yes or a no. For me, I certainly hope so. He needs to develop some of the more finesse parts of his pass rush. He needs to have a plan, because at Ohio State, he could just simply bull rush guys into quarterbacks. He can't do that now, especially against the top left tackles in the National Football League. So I hope that he's developed that part of his game. If he does so, I think he has a breakout season in 2023. Number 2 on my list of players that the Commanders should extend here, and I definitely think this one needs to get done, strong safety Kamren Curl. Now, last year, Curl was one of the best safeties in the National Football League, bar none. Okay, an 80.9 coverage grade, that's top 10 in the National Football League. Same thing with his run defense grade at 80.5. I believe that's 8th in the National Football League. His overall grade was 82.9, which was good for 2nd overall out of 88 safeties in this league. This guy is a bona fide stud, and the Commanders need to lock him up for a while here. You take a look at the highest paid safeties in the league today. I would say Curl's probably worth around 16, 17 million, somewhere in that range. I'm not sure if he's going to get up to the Minkah Fitzpatrick, Derwin James territory there, but you never know. He definitely had himself a really good 2022 campaign. And if I were him, I would be asking for quite a bit if I'm going to sign an extension, because, man, I'm going to be writing off that great 2022 season. For me, I don't want to let him go. All right, I want him back as a Washington Commander in 2024. I know he's going to have a great 2023 campaign alongside Derek Forrest, who's a really great young player in his own right. I think that Curl's going to have a great 2023 season, and I think an extension will get done, if not before the season, then during the season, and I don't think he hits the free agency market. So right now, if you want to help out the channel, you want a free and easy way to help us grow here at the Commanders Report, if you're already subscribed, is to like today's video. Click that thumbs up icon. It just takes half a second, and it really does help us out. Tells the YouTube algorithm to push our videos out to other dedicated Commanders fans like yourself. Really do appreciate all the support, guys. All right, so now, the number 1 extension candidate for 2023, I'm guessing a lot of you have already figured this out. It is Montez Sweat, the defensive end who had a breakout season as the number 1 edge rusher on this Commanders defense back in 2022. And, there were some trade rumors before the draft that Sweat could be on his way out for a first-round pick. But I definitely think that this front office, this coaching staff, love Montez Sweat after what he was able to do last season with 8 sacks. He definitely created a ton of pressure. Now, the question is, how much is he going to want to get paid? Because the highest edge rushers in the league right now get paid anywhere between $28 million per year. That's TJ Watt with the highest number there with the Pittsburgh Steelers, to like $17 million is where the top 10 range is. So what is Montez Sweat worth? I'd say probably close to $18, $19 million per year, and that takes out quite a bit of your chunk of change for 2024 if you end up making that deal. But I definitely think Montez Sweat is the type of talent that you want to keep around. He's definitely a great culture guy. He gets after quarterbacks. I think he's going to have probably even more than the 8 sacks that he had in 2022. This season, I think he's going to earn that money and get that extension. But the real question is, what are they going to do at edge? Are they going to extend Montez Sweat? Are they going to extend Chase Young? Or will they extend both? Let me know what you guys want to do down in the comments section. If you just want to extend Montez Sweat, type MS. If you want to just extend Chase Young and let Montez Sweat walk, go CY. Or if you want to extend both here and give both of them big contracts, go ahead and type EB down there in the comment section. That'll be it for me today, comrades. Really do appreciate you guys sticking around to the end. Again, make sure you click that subscribe button and turn on your notifications because we got more Commanders content coming for you later in the week.